Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making catfish, Cajun corn, and coleslaw. So right now I'm about to start out with these fresh ears of corn. I'm just going to rinse those off because yes, they were frozen. And then I'm going to transfer them over to my steamer on top of the stove so they can steam. And get these par cooked so they can be nice and tender so I can make my sauce for them. So now let's get started on the coleslaw. We got us a 3-color coleslaw bag. We're just going to add some mayonnaise, some salt, some pepper. You know how to do this, guys. A tap of little vinegar and a little dash of sugar. We're going to mix that thoroughly and then we're going to pop that back in the refrigerator so it can be ready for our dish. Move back over to our corn. We're going to get that butter sauce ready. So we're going to start out with some unsalted butter. We're going to melt that down and we're going to drop those ears of corn right on in that butter. This way it can get ready to soak up some of that butter while we get ready to add our seasonings. Like I said, we're making Cajun corn, so that's what type of seasoning we're going to be adding. I'm going to add some Cajun, some salt, some pepper, and definitely some garlic, and to my taste exact. And you can always use whatever seasonings you prefer. These are just what I choose. I'm not using any measurement. This is the first time I really made it, and I'm just going by eye to how I think I need it to look. And so far, it's looking great. So like I said, guys, I like to add the parsley just for color. So we're just going to move on over to our fish. We got some fresh fish from the seafood market, some fillets of catfish. I'm just going to rinse those off, make sure those are nice and clean, and then I'm going to get ready to season them up. Again, you can season yours the way you choose. Like I'm going to choose to season mine the way I choose, and that's just going to be a little bit of salt and pepper and maybe a little bit of garlic powder as well. And then I'm going to make sure I always get both sides. That's the most important. Just make sure you season both sides so it can be flavorful. They should look something like this when they're done. I'm going to get ready for the breading. I'm going to see this time which one I like better. If I like some cornmeal that I'm putting down here, about a half a cup, and then I'm going to put a half a cup of flour, and I'm going to see how do I like these two together versus my fish fry that I definitely love to have my fish fried in. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm just going to mix in that cornmeal and flour together to get that an even blend before I go ahead and season the flour up. So like I said, I'm going to season this up to make sure it has a little flavor to it because I'm sure that the cornmeal kind of could hide some of the flavor that I put on the catfish, which was just a light flavoring. So I want to make sure that this seasoning tastes good. So I'm definitely seasoning that, and then I'm going to stir that in with my whisk to make sure it's all incorporated. The great thing about fish fry is that you don't have to add anything. So now moving on, we're just going to drop some mustard inside my 2 eggs. We're going to beat those up nice together. So this is going to be the wet batter that we're going to use to coat our fish before we drop it into the actual batter. But I'm only going to do that to 2 of them. I chose to make 2 of them into the cornmeal and flour mixture with the mustard and egg. So those are the ones that you see me dropping right now. I'm making sure that I press firmly down on the fillets so the coat so the flour can adhere to the batter. And now this is my other fish that I chose. Of these two, I'm gonna just put them in the regular fish fry, like I also love so much. And they're just favorable already. You know, fish fry has its own seasoning already in it, and it's just something about the way it cooked, nice and light and airy, is what I personally choose. But for preference, I just wanted to see, you know, not for preference, but just to see, um, you know, would this one be good? And I'm sure it's going to be good. So anything I make is good. So down in the grease goes our first two, and those again with the cornmeal and the flour with the mustard and egg. Now look at those guys. Those look awesome. Like I ain't even gonna front. Those look really, really good. And now our second one dropped in it. And again, those are fish fry, and we know those gonna be looking great. All right, guys, look at those. To perfection. I can eat that right through the screen. I don't know about you. But look at all four of them. I mean, really, those are my two from the fish fry, and those two are my cornmeal. The texture, you can see definitely difference. And, oh, baby, I can't wait to taste. All right, guys, so we have it all plated up. We have both of our fish. We have, and right in front is the fish fry, and you should be able to tell that the one in the back, this texture, just a little bit thicker. That is that cornmeal and flour with mustard. Ooh, both of those are fried to perfection. They are looking so mouth-watering good. Look at that corn. That corn right there, and just dropping that butter on there. I said, let me just save some of that, and then we're just gonna hit it with a little topping of cheese, baby. That is what's making it a home run. The taste of that, out of this world. Cannot wait to get me some of that. I don't know about you, but yeah, that's probably I'm gonna probably eat that first, and then we got that coleslaw, never a miss, always a hit, and you can't never go wrong. And definitely got you some tartar sauce. Sorry guys, I didn't show you the quick and dip on that, but that tartar sauce, that is another one. I might have to do just a separate video just for the sauce. But right now, the star is the catfish. Look at the catfish. Baby, I can't wait to eat the catfish. Ooh, and see, there go that tartar sauce I was talking about. Mm-mm-mm. Well, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Come back for the next one because I am going to keep on trying to make something that, ooh, makes your stomach jump from the screen.